My name is Gary.
Sorry about that.
I've got a little story too. I too, like some of these panelists up here, was an athlete at one time. I spent 4 years of my life as a college basketball guy and scholarship athlete, and then I got into sales and I got married and had a daughter and got busy with life. And I developed a business around health and wellness, but I really wasn't leading that charge the right way. I wasn't eating right, I wasn't exercising a lot. I gained an amazing amount of weight. I was at like 285 a year and a half ago. And December 22nd of 2017, I got diagnosed with stage 4 colorectal cancer. Yeah, it was a doozy. And it was pretty tough. I was very scared and I had no answers on what I was gonna do and if I was gonna survive. So we spent the holidays very gloom and dealing with telling the family. And the last part of that was telling my daughter shortly after the holidays. And once we got all that done, it was time to get to work. And I exposed my diagnosis on Facebook and started kind of video blogging my journey. And I had an old buddy from high school reach out that I hadn't talked to in years. And he said, Gary, I don't know if you've heard of alkaline water, but I'd like to bring you some every 5 days. And I was like, that's cool. I just started learning about alkaline water. I knew that it was healthy and I needed to start drinking that stuff. So I started drinking his water, and he told me that it was some kind of Kangen type thing, right? And I was like, okay, cool. And he didn't tell me anything about the machine or what it was doing. He just brought me water for 4 months, every 5 days, from Huntington Beach to Yorba Linda. Amazing guy, right? But then life got busy for him. And during that first 4 months of him bringing that, I was in some heavy chemo. My neuropathy kicked up pretty crazy, so I know what you're dealing with. It's not fun. It was a tough battle for 4 months, but I had energy and I didn't really feel like a cancer patient during that time. And I was thinking, okay, I'm 40 years old, I'm not that old, maybe this is my journey. But then all of a sudden, I started getting really tired and I started dragging through life and not having energy after a day at the office to come home with my wife and my daughter and be able to connect with them. And it just felt like I was losing the battle at that point. I started feeling like a cancer patient. During that time, like I said, he stopped bringing me that water, so I was drinking the Essencias and the Smart Waters and the Fijis and the Costco pH water and all that good stuff, right? Energy levels tanking. Then my boy Neil Mason and this tall dude over here walk into my office with a couple gallons of water and an ORP meter to tell me some stuff about Kangen water. And I was like, you know, I know about this. I was drinking it, and okay, I'll try it again. And they peeled my eyes back a little bit with a demo, but the most important thing and the pivotal point in my life is that they gave me a fresh gallon of water to put back into my life, and within 24 hours, I had every bit of my energy back. Like, literally on fire. And I was like, the only thing that changed was the intensity from the chemo was just keep rising and rising, because that's what it does. It was 4 months of injecting this poison in my body. And then radiation was starting. So like my body was deteriorating during this time. And then when I brought Kangen back in my life, it felt like nothing had ever happened and I was just ready to go. And you know, Gigi, you can attest to it. You were with me on that burpee challenge. I was doing a burpee challenge of 90 burpees a day leading up to the day of my surgery on September 11th, which I had a 10.5-hour surgery, all my organs on the table for 10.5 hours with 7 surgeons. And a couple days later, when I came out of that, they all came in my room and applauded the fact that it was the cleanest surgery that they've ever had. And they attested to everything that I was doing, and I was treating myself obviously with Kangen. There's some other things that I was doing. If you're interested, you can always find my story out there. I'm kind of everywhere out there right now on Facebook and Instagram, and you can find that. But I'm telling you this because I'm on a mission to just tell as many people as possible. You guys have the fountain of youth at your fingertips. This stuff is life-changing for the 4 of us up here. And what I just want to challenge you all is just to get out there and be proud of what you represent. Yes, this machine is very, very expensive. It's $5,000. But when I felt that, I didn't have a dime. I still don't have a dime right now, but I bought it, I financed it, and now I'm making a business about it. But this thing, I'll tell you this, my medical bills over the last year exceed over $1 million. So I think that the payoff to this is much greater. So like this gentleman over here said, if you guys ever need any help, if you have anybody that's been stricken by disease, this is not a fun battle. So the two best conversations that I had at the beginning of my fight were with two people that I didn't know, that went through something that I was about to embark on, that shed some light that it's possible to win. And I just want you guys to know that that with what we have and just some good positive faith, we can do anything. So you guys have a powerful, powerful position. And if you want to find me, you can find me through Colton or Higher Power on Instagram, and I'm very, very reachable. And I'd love to be part of your team to spread this message.
Can we give a standing round of applause, guys?